Gene is an important part of the outstanding collaboration we have in this region among emergency services.
Gene's style, in my opinion, is he's an effective listener. He's not real vocal, but he's engaged intellectually with the comments that are being made. And when he speaks, you probably better listen because he knows what he's talking about.
Gene spent 32 years on the Kansas City Fire Department, and I've known Gene for many of those years. He was a very respected firefighter, a company officer, a battalion chief as an incident commander, and Gene was one of those types of people who was always calm in the middle of an emergency.
Gene's current position is he's the head of the Emergency Management Center for the City of Kansas City. However, he is co-chair of the Regional Homeland Security Policy Committee.
As co-chairs of the Policy Committee, I think it's important that we kind of represent the the bi-state effort, and what that has lent itself to is erasing the lines between the states and truly becoming a region. There are a lot of challenges when you're talking about working together with two different state governments and the different funding mechanisms that may be involved, and merging that with efforts on the federal level.
Here's the situation. For 7 years, roughly, you've been getting $9 million a year to build your system, buy your equipment, make regional homeland security a very real system. Gene comes in, and we are told you're doing a great job, so now we're going to cut your funding roughly 89%. How are you going to handle that?
Going forward in the face of reduced funding, we have to look at different ways to keep that bond strong in the region. And because of leaders like Gene Shepard, I believe that we're an example for the rest of the country on how to do it right, how to get that regional capability, that cooperation.
In 2012, as we all enjoyed the Major League All-Star game, Gene led the city's all-hazard preparations for that game. That experience was put to work again as the Kansas City Royals were in 2 World Series championship series. And we would sure love to put him to work for a third.
A good example of that cooperation between emergency managers, fire service, law enforcement, really came together with the parade. The World Series parade, 1.5 times the population of Wyoming came here to Kansas City, came to Kansas City, Missouri, or we're downtown for that parade. And the way we pulled it together as far as a region, Gene as an emergency manager really shined.
After 32 years in the fire service, I thought I knew a lot about the emergency services. Coming over into this position opened up my eyes to a whole new area of being in this role where we have to bring people together, coordinate, collaborate, make sure they have the tools that they need to do their job. It's been an eye-opening and rewarding experience.
In the face of an emergency, it is a very calming effect to be able to gather everybody together, say, what are our objectives? And so he's a very calming, a very professional individual, and I'm very proud to call him my friend, and I'm very proud that he's getting this award.
Gene Shepard, he's a good family man. He was a tremendous firefighter. He's very well respected in this community. He was very well respected in the fire service. And he's just a tremendous leader. And you put those things together and you have somebody that's willing to take on a different role, to make themselves maybe a little uncomfortable, to learn something new, along with his leadership capabilities, is a real benefit to us all.